right. Welcome back to another episode. I am one of your hosts, Daizah.
Taira.
And I'm Savannah.
Yes.
We have a wonderful guest. She is a young boss babe, wonderful mom. She has a lot going for herself. And the Secrets to Alignment podcast that she has, you guys better go tune in.
Yes.
But Savannah, welcome.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
I feel so honored to be here. Thank you guys. I'm so excited for this.
Yes.
Thank
We're excited
you.
to have you.
I know. I'm sorry it was so quick.
Oh, girl,
quick
I'm
notice.
in for it. I'm like, let's do it. You text me at a perfect time that I happened to be on Instagram at that moment. I was like,
I know.
Opportunity? Yes, let's
Love
get it.
it.
It
Love
was
it, love it, love it.
perfect.
Love it.
Hey, and I appreciate you looking at us as an opportunity because we're
Yeah.
still up and growing.
Of course.
I seen that you had like over 200 episodes or something like that.
No, not 200 episodes.
How many was it?
I've got like 60 or so.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I was confusing with something. But anyways, you got
But
way
probably,
more than us.
Yeah, a lot of posts and things like that. So yeah, you're
Yeah.
probably looking at something like that.
So for you to look at us, you know, who's under 20 episodes right now as an opportunity, we appreciate that.
No,
seriously.
everything is an opportunity.
And your
always.
podcast is filmed like solo
At home,
right?
Yeah, filmed at
awesome.
home, solo. I'm in like 46 different countries. I have listeners.
Sheesh.
Wow.
Incredible. Like,
Wow.
honestly, that's one of the most inspiring things. Like, when I look at my dashboard and it shows me like there's people in Indonesia and Africa, all these different places, I'm
Wow.
like, this is fucking epic. Like, it's really, really cool. I'm
That's
so excited for you
awesome.
guys to like continue to grow with
Yes.
it because mine is still very, very infancy, like baby,
Yeah.
probably very similar
Yeah.
to your guys's, but like it's so exciting just
Yeah.
to see those numbers start to grow a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you see like somebody in the UK listening and you're like, what the fuck? This is so cool. Like, oh my gosh, people are listening to my voice all the way in like someplace I can't even pronounce. That's awesome. It's
I love
so
it.
cool.
I love it.
awesome.
It's
That's
beautiful.
super dope.
Before we get into that,
Yeah.
we do have our question
Yes.
of the day, which
Yes.
is going to be very interesting. Question of the day is, can money buy you happiness?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I go back and forth, but I'm going to let one of y'all answer first.
I'll
We'll go
I'll
from
take
there.
the heat first.
Yeah, go
'Cause
ahead.
Honestly, like I said, I was going back and forth on this because I think the view that people are gonna have on me if I say hell yeah is like, oh, you're materialistic, you're superficial,
Yeah.
da da da. But honestly, like, let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything in this world costs. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Even if your stress reliever is a massage or a fucking cookie, whatever the case is, it costs money to pay for that stuff.
Yeah.
So I will answer the question as like with a mediating statement. No, money can't buy you happiness, but it can rent you peace.
Can ease.
It can fund you joy.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, it's a temporary fix.
Yeah.
However, money is needed for everything. You know what I'm saying? In
Yeah.
this world to include. Now, I think happiness is like an internal something. Happiness should always come within. However, everything in this world that is tangible, that we love to enjoy, the fruits of the world, it costs money.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. So
Okay.
I agree with you
Sad.
in a lot of ways. So I will say that, I feel the exact same way as you, where I'm like, I don't want to say money can buy happiness, but at the same time, I feel like it would be really, really challenging if you had $0
Yes.
whatsoever to live your life and to enjoy your life, because that's what allows us to have beautiful experiences in this 3D reality.
Right.
So if money like wasn't something that we needed, then okay, then we wouldn't need it. But at the end of the
Yeah.
day, like, we actually do need,
Yep.
we need to buy food, water, we need to buy our shelter, all the things. So like, if you had none of that, I feel like I would think that I'd be pretty miserable.
yeah.
Like, I see money as a tool 100% that allows me to experience my life to the fullest.
Yep.
And so I want to always be calling in more money, because also I think that what's beautiful about money is that if you have $0, you have nothing to give to anyone.
Yeah.
If you've got
Yeah.
10, you've got some to give. If you've got 10 grand, you've got some to give to others. And I feel like if your pockets are empty, then what are you to do for the world? Like, you
Right.
can't really make the impact that you want to make. And personally, I believe that we're all here to make an impact on each other. That's why even this is an experience and this is an opportunity for me, because we're all supposed to be here to collectively grow as a community.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like money is also part of that. It's part of all of the things.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to be sitting here right now if money wasn't on the table, like if
Very
it wasn't
true.
in conversation. So
Facts.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, no, I definitely agree with you guys. I would say money can ease the pain of not like being able to have.
Yeah.
But I do think happiness does come internally first before
Yeah.
anything. I think the love of money is where it kind of goes downhill.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So,
What do they say? Money is the root of all evil.
yeah.
I disagree
The
with
love
that.
of money.
Ooh.
I will not allow that. I will not allow that.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Why?
Because I don't think that money is the root of all evil. I think that evil people do evil things. Money amplifies the person that you are. If you're an evil person, you're going to do evil things with it. If you're a good person, you're going to give that money away and you're going to do good-hearted things. Like,
very true.
Yeah, it depends on the person. Like, the money is completely neutral.
Right.
It's the person. It is the individual or the business or whatever that it is that's funding good or bad.
Right.
So I will not say money is the root of all evil. I cannot subscribe
I
to
give
that.
you that. I give you that. I give you
I can
that.
align with that.
For some reason, as soon as she said, like, if you're a good person, you're going to do good with that money. For some reason, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife popped in my head. That woman got half of his loot and gave, I think, like 90% of it away.
Beautiful.
To paying off people's college stuff,
As she
medical
should.
facilities, like just a humanitarian all around. Imagine getting half of Jeff
90?
Bezos' money and giving 90% of it away.
Honestly, I would do that. There's like we
It's
can't like what
crazy.
can you do with that much money? Like
Right,
I know we all
right.
want to be like bazillionaires or whatever, but
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, like it just sits in the bank account and you're
Yeah.
just there to like look at it and be like, oh yeah, I've got all these
Yeah.
digits in my bank account. Like,
Like,
what
what
does
do
that
I do?
do?
Touche.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so I would be like, hell yeah, let me go build some schools in Africa. Like,
Yeah,
let me
yeah.
go give some water to the people in
Yeah.
Haiti. Like, let me go make an impact with the impact or with the income that I have.
Yeah.
I feel like
That makes
That's
sense.
awesome.
You're a good person. I like that. I like that.
I try to be.
Speaking of impact and alignment, let's talk about your podcast.
Yeah.
And the start of it and your purpose and how you are where you are today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like I've seen you and you were just like in, what is it?
Monet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which we can talk a little bit about
Yeah.
that.
I was just like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
What, mine
Goodness.
Yeah.
So give me a little background of Sav.
All right. I'll do like a quick as fast as I can. So at 17 years old, I was in high school. I was in my senior year of high school. I had some random girl on Instagram DM me, say, hey, do you want to start selling beauty products online? I said, oh my gosh, what? This is like an opportunity? Absolutely. Let's do it. So I started doing that. I did it for 4 years. I built like a $1.2 million business with it.
Wow.
I trained hundreds and hundreds of like young women all across the States and helped them also do the exact same thing, like sell basically beauty products through social media. And like everybody's like aunts, uncles would just order their products through us. And then
Yeah.
anytime that they bought, I would make a commission from it.
Nice.
So did that for 4 years. Absolutely loved it. Did really, really good in the company. I got like a Cadillac from the company. Went on multiple trips, Dominican, Punta Cana. I went to, or that's the same place, Bahamas, Arizona, all different kinds of places. It was a beautiful experience. My business ended up stalling in 2021 when I was 20 years old after having like the biggest year in my business. After that, I just started to stall and to be like very stagnant and slowly start to fall off. So I went from this like huge rise of like a lot of success to then things starting to trickle down. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? I don't understand. Like I'm doing all this work, but nothing is like coming through from it, whatever.
Yeah.
So then I decided to switch paths and I was like, you know what? Like, I think that this is a redirection for me. I'm not going to take this as an L. I'm going to take this as like the beginning of something beautiful.
Yes.
And so what I really wanted to do is I wanted to open myself up to help business owners that were women that have small businesses so that I can serve people who are doing what they love and like what they're passionate about instead of them having to do what I do. I was like, I want to just help you facilitate more growth in whatever that you're doing. So I started doing that. It kind of fell right into my lap. A lot of girls were coming to me for like mindset coaching.
Yeah.
And that was so exciting for me. They were like wanting to build businesses. They were like moms that just wanted to do more with their lives. They were stay-at-home moms and things like that. And so I just started to kind of help them facilitate a thought process that would allow them to build something and like kind of separate their personal life and their business life so that they could actually like move forward and do beautiful things with whatever it is that they're passionate about.
Yeah.
So I started that in the beginning of 2023. And then I got pregnant a couple weeks after that. Or not pregnant. I had my baby girl a couple weeks after that. And then, yeah, I've been doing that ever since. I've just been coaching women in business and in other areas too. But I really just love helping women. I love helping them like grow and make sure that their mind is working for them and not
Yeah.
against them. And they're not in like a negative headspace. I'm just really intentional about all of those things. So
That's super
yeah,
dope.
I guess that's a little bit of it. And we can dive into whatever you guys want.
Damn, that is incredible.
Yeah, thank
Wow.
you.
And okay, when you say you help business, women in business kind of
Yeah.
help their businesses flourish.
Yeah.
What does that look like without like giving too much game away?
Oh, girl, I'll give everything away. Like I'm very
Please.
open. Yeah, I'm very open with everything. Honestly, a lot of it is social media.
Okay.
So social media has been the thing that's allowed me the last 7 years, like that I've been in business, to really flourish. So I help people utilize their social media in the best way possible so that they're actually connecting with their audience and they feel like really excited to listen or to buy or whatever that it is that they're doing. Like people are buying into the personality, not like the title of the company, the personality behind it. Yeah. So I do like a lot of personal branding and like attraction marketing so that people feel excited and they're like, I want to know what you have to offer, versus us trying to like shove things down people's throat and be like, hey, book with me, buy with me, like do this with me. Like I want them to come to us and be like, oh my gosh, wait, what is this? I've been seeing you do this and I'm so interested in it and whatever.
Super duper dope. Okay. Yeah. And going back to, you said you built a $1.2 million business.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking,
how?
Where's the figures looking at this new venture that you're in right now?
Okay. So the $1.2 million business, that was a collection of all of everyone that I've ever trained and myself, all of my personal sales and anyone who I've ever trained on my teams, which I trained hundreds of women.
Okay.
So with all of our sales included, me being at the top of that, $1.2 million.
Got it. Okay.
Then from just the social media sales that I've done, like all of my stuff in social media over the last couple years, that has been like $250,000 that I've taken home.
Okay.
It's like 230 something, like around 250,000.
Nice.
So that's what's
not fun.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's not the fun part, but that's kind of what the numbers actually look like on take home.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
And your clientele, are they more on like the younger side or like older?
I would say right now it's a lot of like, I would say 25 to 35, even 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds. Like I have, like some of my mom's friends love to work with me, but then I also have girls that are just graduating from beauty school and they're like super excited to get started. And they're like, how do I make this? How do I hit the ground running? Really, basically.
Right. Interesting. Okay.
What advice would you give to somebody who's just starting out?
Consistency.
That's like, always the key.
Yeah, like I've said this in so many podcasts, but like don't fucking start if you're not gonna like commit to it.
Yeah.
Don't start if you're not gonna be in it for the long haul, because every single time that those moments that you have like doubts or fears or whatever come up, it slows your progress down so much more than we realize. So I'm just somebody who's like, you have to stay on that momentum constantly.
Yep.
And personally, I believe that that's all from you pouring into yourself. If you are depleting every ounce of your soul into your business, there's nothing left to give to any of your clients. There's nothing left to give to any of your family, your friends, nothing. Nothing for yourself either. Yeah. So for me, I'm like, you have to pour into yourself so much. So I would say consistency, like self-care, your mindset is like, honestly 80 to 90% of your success. So like really diving in on the internal world and how that all comes, like when we start to accept more wealth in our lives, the mindset that you have to open up yourself to that is really different. Like a lot of us don't feel worthy to receive a lot of money. And even I have dealt with this, like for sure.
Yeah.
The more that my income grows, it's like, wait, whoa. Like this is crazy. Like this is, am I deserving of this? Am I good enough for this? Like there are thoughts that come up for almost every single one of us if we really take the time to sit with ourselves and like go inwards and see.
Yeah.
Most of the time, we're just going to distract. We're going to do anything to appease ourselves or to make us feel okay for the moment being and then not think about that thought that just came up.
Yep.
I'm somebody who's like, all right, sitting in the mirror in front of myself. Okay, so this thought came up. What do I want to do with this thought right now? I want to make sure that I'm not allowing this thought to do X, Y, and Z for me. And like, I have to really facilitate a thought process that's going to be supportive and not fucking detrimental and like make me pull back, not be consistent. Sabotage, exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. And honestly, I feel like we do it so often unconsciously.
Yeah.
And it takes effect and impacts, everything that we've built up to that, that point so far.
It's so true.
Yeah.
It's the biggest blocker.
Man, I'm like feeling your energy. You see me over here like, yeah.
We're just sitting
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
That makes
Now,
me
you
so
said you have a
happy.
daughter, right?
Yeah, I
How
have
old
a
is
baby
she?
girl. She's 2.5.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
And
she's
how
the
long have you
best.
been doing the coaching business so far?
Yeah, so she was born in February of 2023. I started coaching January of 2023.
Wow. Okay.
So I made the decision in December of 2022 that I was like, all right, I'm going to be done with this chapter with this old company that I was working with.
Yeah.
It was like a direct sales multi-level marketing company.
Mhm.
Closing that chapter, moving on to me starting from the ground up and me creating this life for myself, this business for myself,
Yeah.
making it all work for me.
Right.
So yeah, so she's 2.5 and she's been the most grounding and beautiful experience in my entire life. I'm sure you know. Are you a
Yeah.
mom too? Or no, not yet.
Yes,
Dun,
she
dun,
is.
dun.
She is.
Soon to be.
Okay.
Soon to be.
She's
Are
baking.
you
I'm baking.
serious?
I
She's
am.
baking.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, wait, how
Sorry,
far
we're
along are
announcing
you?
her late.
Wait, oh
You
shit.
know what's funny?
We'll
Yeah,
have
we
to
were
cut.
actually going to announce it in a different episode. Actually,
Oh,
the next
damn.
episode. So, spoiler alert.
Oh,
yeah.
damn. Oh shit.
Daizah's voodoo done caught up with my ass, y'all. This
Oh
woman has
my
been wishing a
God.
She's
baby
been
on
trying
me.
to force when she's gonna have kids. I'm like, Taira, it's just not gonna happen that way. It's gonna happen unexpectedly.
Yeah,
Oh my
and
God.
the hell it
Yeah.
did. It
Oh
sure
my
So we
did.
got 3 girls.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Congrats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wait, so how far along are you?
4 months.
Holy
Yeah. Actually, by the time this episode airs in November,
Sure, we about to be.
I'll be popping.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be heading
Yeah.
towards 8 months. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Just hit me.
So excited for you.
So crazy. Damn. All right.
So we gotta give her a little.
Yes, please.
Give her a little
please.
insight.
It really is like the most grounding experience because it shows you what's important in life.
Right.
Told you.
Like so much goes out the window, but in the best way. It's like all of like the like I don't know how to explain it, but like all of the mess and like
Yeah.
the drama and like
It's not
all that
worth it.
shit. Like you really realize like the most important thing to me is literally holding my baby.
Yes.
This is like what makes you the happiest. Like even with success and like business and everything, like for me, I'm so happy I have my daughter because like I know that if I didn't have her, I'd just be constantly chasing, to be
Yeah.
honest, to find that level of joy, to find that level of happiness, that peace. But because I have her, I'm just like at the end of the day, like she's my she turns me off in a sense. Like she's
Slows
just
me
like
down.
yeah, slows me
Yeah.
down. Like
She
makes
literally
me
said those
present.
exact words
Oh,
the
it's
other
like
day.
the best. It's the best.
She literally just said
Because
that.
this girl
I'm
should
so
be on the
excited for
go.
you.
Like she does not stop.
But
I was
look,
like,
but look, so that's why I'm like into like what you're saying right now,
Yeah.
and stuff, because I'm such. And actually, let me not even toot my
Claim
own,
it.
toot a fake horn, because I was about to say I'm such a driven person. I'm such this and that and the third, but I have my moments where I'm sabotaging, backing away because of this, that, and whatever. But seeing you saying that you started this business in January, had your baby in February, and you're still
Managing.
going hard,
Oh, hell yeah.
hard as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, how do I take that
Let
and put it in
me-
here?
yeah. How do
you
You know what I'm
balance?
saying? How do you do that?
So
Yeah.
first and foremost, I made a commitment before I had my daughter that I would not lose myself.
Okay.
I
love
was
that.
like, I will not be a mom who loses myself
Yes.
because I want my independence. I want to be Savannah Schaffer as well as mommy.
Right.
Like I have to have who I am because my work fulfills me. Like
Yeah.
what I do is fulfilling, exciting. Like I love it so much.
Mm.
If I didn't have that in my life, I'd be missing this huge part of me that is like meant to grow, meant to flourish, and meant to honestly impact people. If I weren't doing my business, I would be doing the world a disservice, is how I see it. So with that being said, I think that having a baby and just deciding like, you know what, I'm still going to be who I am. I'm still going to make time for myself. I think that personally, I don't know how it was for you, but for me, it was really hard for me to ask for that time for myself. I love my alone time. I always have loved my alone time. I happen to like be with a firefighter, so he has a lot of time on his own. I have a lot of time on my own.
Yeah.
And it was honestly God's work, like putting us together, because if I didn't have that, like being with a man all the time, like I don't think I would be able to do it.
I love it. I love it.
Honestly, like I really love my time alone.
independent.
What?
Yeah.
It's
So-
literally the best.
Yeah, it's the best. And you, not to say that you lose a lot of that, but you do.
Yeah.
You
In
have
a way.
You have to make time for it. That's what I will say. Is
Yeah.
You have to be intentional. Like I'm somebody with my daughter, like she's on a schedule, she's regimented. Like I have to make sure that I know, okay, she's going down for a nap at this time. I'm going to have time to work at this time. She's
Yeah.
going to sleep at this time. I know that I'm going to have 2 hours with my man before she goes to sleep. Like it's that type of stuff that for me personally, like we we did a great job with that because we wanted to still have our independence as human beings, but also our independence as a couple.
Yes.
And then us as a family unit.
Yes.
So we're like, we do all of the things.
Yes.
And try to separate where we can. And like, I will pay for a babysitter for me to like have my whole day to myself.
I know
No
that's
work,
right.
nothing.
I know that's right.
Because I need it. Like,
Yes.
I genuinely need it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a
Look,
lot.
all the moms to be, caretakers, whomever. I hope y'all listen to what the fuck she just said.
Yeah.
You just spit so much game in that one segment.
Right.
No,
We're just like,
seriously. I'm just like,
I'm
bro,
so happy to hear
I'm over here
this.
looking like a damn chick. I'm like, yes. This is phenomenal. Already.
Yeah. I'm like, I can do part 2, part 4, part 6, part 8.
love
Like,
it.
let's keep
Okay,
going.
let's
Love it.
dive into what it took for you to get there, because people don't usually
yeah.
have that mental
That part,
switch.
yes,
You know, like
yes.
for me, I self-sabotage so dang bad. Like
Yes.
it's horrible. Like I'll keep myself in a rut.
Okay.
And when I have the voice, that little evil that's talking to me, I just can't get it out. Like
Yeah.
there's no switch for me yet.
Yeah.
So how or what did you do action-wise for you to think like this on
Yeah.
Okay. So
Constant.
first, can I ask you, do you feel like you're aware of those thoughts when they come up? Or do you feel like you're not catching them and then it just kind of snowballs and then you're like, oh, fuck, how did I get here?
Yeah.
Like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like one of the biggest things is like, I've always been my best friend. I've always been very in touch with myself. I've always been very like communicative with myself. That's why I really like to journal personally, because it allows me to check in with where I'm actually at. And especially as a mother, I feel like we need that
Yeah.
because you can go to other people, but you won't always have like you can't always, other people don't always understand. Like, it's just like hard. So I've really become my own best friend where I know what's going on in my brain. I'm very like, I will write out my thoughts so that it fully expresses itself before another thought comes up. Because that's what happens where I feel like if we're just like driving in the car and like business isn't going well or like whatever, we're just like, this fucking sucks. I want to quit now. I can't do this anymore. Like, I got 5 no's today. Like, what the fuck am I going to do? How am I going to pay my bills? Like, we spiral.
Yes.
And the thoughts aren't even done. Like, they're just going. And so for me, I have to really like slow that down.
Yeah.
That's me checking in with myself like in the mornings. Like, I'll journal or I'll do something else to like check in with myself. But I try my best to prioritize checking in with myself, because if not, I go too long and then I'm not even connected with myself. Like, I'm just connected with me. I know how I'm feeling. And when I have one of those thoughts come up, I'm like instantly on it. And I'm like, hey, that's not true, Savannah. Don't fucking say that about yourself. Stop. Like, I have to put myself in line because no one else is going to do it.
Yes.
And I know the impact that it can have long term of me allowing myself to spiral and to drown.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you really, like, for me personally, I have to be aware. And then from there, I can be like, okay, so this is the thought that's coming up right now. Like, for me, like, I know you did door knocking in the past. Door knocking, fucking massive respect, dude. Like, anytime that someone knocks on my door, they're door knocking, I'm like, hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for being out here in the heat. You're fucking crushing it. I don't want your service, but you're crushing it. Like,
a shit sandwich. I love it. I don't want your service, but thank you.
But thank you for being out here.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
No, really though. Like, thank you. Like, it's not easy, but that's in a sense, like, I did it differently where it was all online. So like for me, I would send out messages as many as I could in a day, as many as Instagram would allow me to.
Yeah.
And I'd get like 3 responses and be like, okay, and then 2 of those would like ghost, and then like one of them would maybe do something with me. So with that being said, like, I personally, I'm not somebody who pays attention to numbers. I don't like to do that when it comes to like, if you're in sales or if you're in any of that stuff, the numbers can fuck me up sometimes.
Yeah,
Because then I'm like, oh man, I'm not far enough. Oh man, it's not going to make my goals by the end of the month. And like, you just get in your head and it can be like so... It's just on it. So I'm just focused on like, okay, how can I show up every single day to help and to heal? That is my 2 things that I want to do with all of my social media posts, everything that I put out, help and heal.
Yeah.
And if that's at the forefront, then I know that my heart is in the right place and the universe, God, source, whatever that you believe in, will lead me to where I am meant to be, will connect me with the individuals who are meant to hear my message. I fully trust and believe in that.
Yeah.
So I know that, like, even if things don't seem to be on the 3D realm going my way, I just know, like, I'm doing the work. I'm fucking showing up, and I know it's all going to pay off. And, like, That's all I can say. I have massive
Showing up.
trust.
Yes.
Yeah, so just showing up.
Yes.
I don't remember what the question was.
I love it. Honestly, you still answered it. You still answered it.
Some ways,
Yeah, but you said what did it take?
Yes.
So consistency, drive, determination.
So do you have what do you feed your brain? Or are there books? What podcasts are you listening?
Yes.
What journal prompts are getting you to be able to be like, oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. So first and foremost, I will say podcast was the first things that I kind of got into. And that's what made me want to start my own podcast. Because I was like, this is so cool. I love this. It was so exciting. So I would say recommendations as of right now would be like Jay Shetty. I think that Jay Shetty's amazing.
Yes.
Mel Robbins. Yeah. On Purpose.
Love that podcast.
Mel Robbins. I love if you're into if you're more into spirituality and things like that, I love this guy named Andre. He does Know Thyself is his podcast. He's a little bit more on the woo-woo side, which I really like. And then we've got Lewis Howe, and Lewis Howe is the School of Greatness. Lewis Howe interviews all the tops, fucking amazing information.
Yes. Awesome podcast.
I am constantly feeding my brain with all of these different podcasts, all of these different things. And then at home I'm reading as well when I can. It's hard with the baby because when I have my nights, I'm like, yeah, exactly. I really need to focus. But yeah, so I would say those. And then for journal prompts, okay, first and foremost, I have so many free journal prompts. So if anyone's listening to this, please go get my free journal prompts because
I'm gonna go get that because
there's so many.
Facts.
I have
stressed.
I've made so many different PDFs and all kinds of stuff because it's really, I feel like what I'm meant to tell people to do is fucking journal, truly.
I love it.
It helps so many people and it's amazing. All of my clients that have started, they're like, Savannah, thank you so much. Or I'll have random people on Instagram be like, dude, I've been journaling now since 2020 because of you and my brain is completely different. Thank you. So it's really, really so helpful.
Yeah.
But I would say first and foremost, just asking yourself okay, what do you want to let go of right now? I want to let go of the stress that my mom is putting on me or this or that or whatever. Let go. I say always let go of things and then call in what you want. That's the simplest thing that you can do. I want to let go of worrying about the opinions of others. I want to let go of getting in my head about my business, whatever that it is. And then, okay, what am I calling in? I'm calling in strength. I'm calling in perseverance. I'm calling in the ability to continue to push forward, the confidence that I desire. I really like subconscious reprogramming. I feel like that is something that not a lot of people know about.
Yes.
So your subconscious brain is what's operating the show 95% of the time.
Yep.
It is always going, and it's all based on the beliefs and the stories that you've told yourself growing up or what people have believed about you or told to you.
Yep.
So I am very into subconscious reprogramming, and I'll do hypnosises on YouTube with it. I do different
dude.
Game
Have you
changer.
ever tried one of those?
No. I'm not a believer, but to a certain extent.
Those are crazy.
There's a lot.
They tell you to close your eyes. Instant weight, just
Yeah, literally.
It's crazy, bro.
I don't like stuff like that. I don't like stuff like that.
I'm telling you, it changes the way you think.
It's crazy.
So that's why I do it, because I know if your subconscious brain is running 95% of the show, but your subconscious brain is all negative or not saying good things to you, you're not going to go anywhere. You're not, or actually you will go places. You will go places, but you're not going to enjoy it. And you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be peaceful. You're going to be still at the top. I see freaking people all the time talking about how they're at the top and they're making all this kind of money, but they hate their fucking days.
Yeah.
They're constantly against themselves internally, and they're picking themselves apart and never thinking that they're doing good enough. And I'm I would hate to have 10 figures in the bank and then hate myself.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
That's
so
a terrible life to live.
I would much rather do this kind of work now and be very proud of myself, knowing that I'm able and confident and worthy to go to the places that I want to go. And then to me, I'm that is also going to 10x how fast I get there too, because I believe and I trust in myself. I'm not you can't do it, Savannah, and try to do it and then it puts me 10 steps back. No.
Yeah.
I want it to all be in congruence. If I want to have a lot of success, I got to believe in that.
Yep.
And if your brain is going against you, then where are you going to get?
I like that. I like that a lot. Man, I'm still stuck on two words that you said maybe 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Help and heal.
Yeah.
Love that term.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've been circulating this question since we started the podcast. Secrets to alignment.
Yeah.
What exactly does alignment look like to you personally and professionally? Or is it all one thing?
Yeah. I would say that I would say that it's kind of one thing, only because I feel like as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, it really is, for me, it's a holistic approach.
Okay.
It's being intentional with your mind, your body, your soul, what you believe in, all of the different avenues, like coming into alignment, basically. So like having balance in your life, not being like all in on hustle culture, but also like not just being like lazy and doing nothing, like finding that in-between spot where everything is just able to flow with ease. So I help people get in alignment with like their mental space, making sure that they're showing up as best as they can in every single moment. Like I prioritize making sure that people are being the best version of themselves.
Yeah.
And that's also like being the best version towards their family and like for everyone around us, because we're all like in these relationships, we're all collective together.
Yeah.
So that's what I started the podcast on, and I've just gathered so much knowledge from all the podcasts that I've listened to, all of the books that I've read, all of the experiences too that I've gone through, all of the business adventures, like everything, and also what my clients are going through too. Like I'm just always taking in a lot, and I'm able to communicate that and help people get rid of those things that are kind of holding them back or keeping them small or whatever, anything that's coming up.
How do people get into your coaching business as far as, is it like a website? Or?
Yeah, so I have a website on Instagram. So whenever you go to like my link in my bio, there's like applications to work with me. I'm very selective on who I work with. I don't work with everybody. There's certain people who say that they want to grow and then they're not willing to do the work that's actually necessary to do that. So I'm very selective on like, you have to be all in. You have to be super committed to where you're going. You need to be willing to do the internal work. A lot of what I do is internal work. A lot of the women that I work with, they've been through really hard things in their life. Yeah. They haven't had present parents. They've been sexually abused. They've gone through like real life shit. And so I help them transmute all of that trauma, and like we talk through it in an intentional way so that that is released and they can be confident again. They can be happy. They can be a more healed version of themselves, and then they can show up as better mothers. They can show up as better business owners. Like all of those things start to happen when you get your internal world in alignment. Everything external starts to come together. You're no longer like, why the fuck is everything like falling apart? And like, we're not in that anymore because we're just happy and we're peaceful and we're like, everything is going my way. And that's just how I operate now on like a daily basis. So I just kind of really just try to help everyone else kind of get into the mentality that I'm currently in, because before I was very negative. I was the pot stirrer. My fucking dean's file at like my middle school and high school were the fattest of them all. Like it was, yeah.
I can't even see that.
I was like, I always wanted to know all the drama, and I wanted to tell on everyone, and everyone was telling on me, and it was just like all the things. Yeah. So like my parents absolutely were like, you're so negative. You're this, you're that. And once I realized that we could actually be different, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I can change my mindset. Beautiful, let me do this. And then I started to like really get into it.
I have to give you your flowers, because to have all this knowledge at your age 1, but 2 without going to school, that's like psychologist type
I was
stuff.
literally just thinking that.
Like that's amazing.
When she said dealing with women with parent issues and stuff.
What?
Yeah. Like,
that's awesome.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't think that everyone should do that. But like for me personally, I genuinely believe that I'm on this earth to support women through that. Like the stories that these women are telling me are the deepest and darkest things that have ever happened in their lives. And for them to walk away from a 60-minute conversation and feel
better,
so much better, and be like, I just told you things that I've never even been able to explain out loud. Like it is the most touching experience for me. And it literally is a weight lifted off their shoulders. And like I said, like I just genuinely believe I'm on this earth to transmute people's trauma.
Yeah. That's
awesome.
awesome.
I somehow am able to hold it, and I'm not affected by it.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Because I feel as though my purpose is kind of circulating around that right there.
Okay.
Listening and helping resolve in some way or shape or form. However, I do have that flaw about myself. I take on people's baggage, and it weighs down on me.
Yeah.
It impacts me.
Yeah.
So how do you stay away? Well, not stay away from, but how do you avoid taking on, like absorbing somebody else's negativity or problems when you're listening to them?
I would say, honestly, it's the intentionality of being like, okay, after getting off of that session, like literally clearing it and being like, okay, this was heavy. This was a lot, but this is not mine.
Yeah.
And I don't need to carry this on with the rest of my day, because I remember when I first started, it kind of was like that. And I would come down and like, I'd go to talk to my man, and then I'd be down.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, what did you guys talk about?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, dude, like she told me the like worst thing that ever happened to her in her life.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, all right, well, like, let me know what I can do for you. But really, like, no one else can help. It's really got to be you being like, all right, I'm going to sit with myself for like 5 minutes before my next call or 15 minutes before my next call and like take some deep breaths or like journal about, oh my gosh, I'm so happy I was able to help her, but I choose to let that go and I'm not going to take that on as my own.
Yes.
I also feel like family, when it comes to like family relationships, a lot of times we tend to take on a lot of like our family and friends type of shit.
Yep.
And that's where like I don't really mix business with pleasure in a sense, or like business with family or whatever, because some people don't want help. Some people want to stay in the victim.
Yep.
They just want to stay there.
Yes.
So,
and that's a real thing too.
Yeah.
My gosh. Savannah, I don't think you realize that you saying some gems. That's why you're like, bruh. She said, this is a lot, but it ain't mine.
Yeah, it's not ours.
Savannah, this is a lot, but it ain't mine. I'm about to,
use that.
Stamp that. I'm about to stamp that. Wow. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. I do have a question that I'm curious, because I have my own experiences, but I'm curious about what yours is. So I can tell that you're kind of into affirming and manifesting and things like that. What is the craziest thing, in your own opinion, that you've manifested and that has come into fruition?
Oh goodness, let's get it. So I would say honestly 2020, when everybody was kind of locked inside.
Yeah.
I chose to lock myself in my bedroom and like just go super hard on my business. And I just remember that point in time where like all of my friends were like partying every single day.
Yep.
And my family too were just like lollygagging, doing whatever, watching movies all day. And I was like, I am building a business at like 19 years old. I'm like, doors shut. I'm building a business. Don't come up here. And I just remember that beginning of that year being like, oh my gosh, like I'm 19. I'll be turning 19 later this year, whatever. And I really want to move out. I want to do all these things. My income was not at the place to like move out. My income and my business was not at the place to like earn this Cadillac, to go on these trips, to do all these things.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, through me like really grinding it out, I ended up hitting like some really high months in 2020. And I remember during that time period in the beginning of the pandemic, I'm sitting down every single Saturday was like my vision cast day. So I'd spend like my morning in my bedroom and I'd be just journaling on like, all right, when I get my own apartment, it's going to be like this. I'm going to go out to Starbucks. I'm going to go get my own coffee and like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be driving my Cadillac. I'm going to come home to my apartment. I'm going to clean my apartment. I'm going to dance in the mirror. I'm going to have all this fun, like whatever. And then I talk about, okay, I'm going to meet a guy who's really like intentional with like learning things and growing and wanting to better himself and be there to support me and be there to listen to me and all these things. I would talk a lot about the Cadillac. I'm going to put my hands around the steering wheel and it's going to be so incredible to have this in front of my face. I'm going to be rolling the windows down, like singing Hannah Montana, like the whole thing. I used to journal about those things so detailed. Like this is what I will wear. This is what I will talk, like think, like all the things. And then middle of 2020, my business ended up hitting like it was like a $5,000 a month. And that was huge for me at that point in time. I was like, oh my gosh, I finally can do it. Like I can move out.
Yes.
So I go and look at some apartments and like literally 2 weeks later, I was like, all right, I'm signing this lease. I'm moving out on my own. Then 2 months after that, ended up getting the Cadillac. And then a couple months after that, ended up meeting my man. Actually, yeah. Ended up meeting my man. And it was just like, one thing after another, and I think that was the season of life where I really realized, like, holy shit, this works.
Yes.
Look, like, this works.
Back in her journal.
Yeah,
Check.
literally.
Check.
Literally. So this is what I will say is, like, with manifestation and, like, journaling, all that kinds of stuff, I'm not somebody who's like, all right, I'm going to just write this or say it to the stars and then wait for it to come.
Right.
I believe the definition of manifestation in my world is like, you have to have unwavering belief, which is usually the hardest part for everybody.
Yes.
Believing it actually can happen. having a clear vision, and I love the details.
Yes.
And then taking aligned action, like putting yourself in those rooms, putting yourself in those emails, those whatever it is, like making sure that you're making the right connections and then trusting. So with all of those things together, then I feel like you have the recipe for manifestation, and then you can go create whatever it is that you want. Like I used to even talk about like pulling up into a driveway. I remember when I was just moving out of my parents' house, I said in 2 years, I was like, all right, so I get my apartment. What's after that?
That part.
I said,
What's
okay,
next?
2 years, I'll be in this apartment for 2 years, and then I'll have my own house. I'll be like pulling my Cadillac into the driveway, and I'll be backing in, and then I'll go and I'll walk inside, whatever. And that is exactly, I mean, it ended up happening with my man, but it is exactly what my reality became.
Yeah.
And I could never have known how it was all going to happen, or how the one girl in my business was going to pop off. So then that made my business pop off. I wouldn't have known any of that shit. But I set those intentions. I did the fucking work. And then my life has become very beautiful.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Love that.
And that's one thing that
That's
we foot stomped on the episode that we talked about manifestation. It's like
yes.
always focus on the what. And I love the fact that you say you got to be super detail oriented with it. That girl said, like, my hands around the steering wheel, like hair blowing in the wind, singing Hannah Montana. Like, I love it. I love it.
Those are the vibes.
So always focus on the what, not the how.
Yeah.
And that's where people go wrong. Like, how do I get this done? How do I? No, focus on what.
Yeah.
And that shit's going to come.
Yeah.
As long as you focus on, you know, what it is that is going to happen.
100%. The how is the paralyzed. Like, that'll paralyze you trying to figure it out.
Absolutely. Wow.
This is beautiful.
This episode got me juiced up. All right, but to calm things down, let's get into our quick fire. Let's get into our quick fire. Man, Savannah, me and you got to talk after this.
I'm so in it. I love this.
All right. So quick fire is going to be 10 questions.
All right, let's get it.
Ready? If confidence had a scent, what would it be?
Ooh.
What would it smell like?
Honestly, you smell good today. What you got on?
Oh, this is Victor and Rolf.
Oh,
manifested this actually being sent to my house for free, and it was a perfume that I had smelled in Sephora years ago, and I was like, this will be my signature scent.
I love it.
And then they sent me it, and they were like, here, we'd like you to be a partner, and I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even sign up for this.
I love it. So would you say that's your
Victor
confidence
and Rolf?
scent? Okay.
Yeah, Victor and Rolf. Love Flower Bomb.
What's a quote or mantra that lives rent free in your head?
Everything is always happening for me.
Okay.
Yes.
If you had to teach one concept to your clients for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Probably journaling.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the most unhinged thing you manifested that actually came true? Which we kind of answered, right?
I said
Unhinged?
crazy as that. What is the most unhinged?
I would say me having my fucking child. I was manifesting. I was manifesting a lot of peace and happiness and laughter and joy. So she happened to come with that.
Oh, I love it. The how was unexpected. Like, all right, I see what you did there. I love it.
Name your number one non-negotiable in life and business.
Number one non-negotiable. Showing up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's the worst advice you've ever received?
A woman will work 3 times less than a man.
Ooh.
This one guy told me that. He was trying to sign me up as his fucking client. And he said that to me. He was like, you need a man coach because a woman will like do like 3 times less as much work. And I was like, what? So that's not really advice, but gross.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, sorry, that wasn't advice. That was some tea.
Ick.
What's the one thing you do that makes you feel wildly feminine and fully in your power?
Honestly, singing and dancing.
Yeah, you
like
dance a
just
lot.
me vibing.
Yeah.
I'd be at the gym vibing. I'd be singing in my car all the time. Yeah, those are my things.
Would you rather have 1 M in the bank or 1 million followers?
Definitely in the bank. I don't give a fuck about followers, to be honest.
But isn't that your clientele? Like, isn't that your...
I mean, I guess. I'm just not, I guess that for me, I'm just not one that follows. Like, I don't care about followers. I really don't care.
She's worried about impact.
Because this is what I was thinking is like, that's really how it looks. Like, I feel like everyone's trying to get 1 million followers. And that's just honestly all based on, I want 1 million followers. But like, for me, I'm like, no, I'd much rather have money than like a fucking high following. I don't care about the following. So that doesn't mean anything about my business. Because that would mean
I
that
know
I
that's
made the
right.
money from my
Period.
business
That
being
part,
successful.
that part,
And
that
making
part.
impact.
She said, "Oh, in the bank immediately." No brainer. Next question.
Which era are you in? Soft girl, boss woman, or healing?
Ooh.
I would say healing, balanced.
Okay.
Like I like to have
everything.
it all. I want to have it all. I want to have the success, but I also want to have the rest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love
I
it.
want to have the success, but I want to have the rest.
I'm telling you, look, I'm mentally dropping every quote that you're giving me right now.
Okay, last one. What do you want listeners to take away from your story, especially women who feel like they're just now learning to believe in themselves?
Close us out.
Ooh, I was literally going to say trust. Just trust in yourself. Fall forward. Like decide to just go all in and just know that you're going to learn what you need to learn. You're going to experience what you need to experience for you to continue to grow, and just fucking try. Just do it. Like just fall forward.
Love it.
I love it too.
How beautiful.
I do love it. Man, it's
Well,
been such a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I got to be here.
genuinely
I'm
wish we
gonna go
had more
rewatch it
time.
myself.
I know.
Seriously, this has
Oh,
been an
good.
amazing conversation. I appreciate it
you.
because honestly, even though you said this is an opportunity, this has been an opportunity for me.
Aw,
I can
thank
see it
you,
say
guys.
it.
I appreciate
great
that.
conversation.
Yeah, same. I love this.
Make sure you tell these people what your platform is.
Oh,
your
yeah.
Instagram, all that stuff.
So Secrets to Alignment is my podcast, and then Sav Schaffer on Instagram and any other.
Spell it out.
Sav Schaffer, SAVSCHAFFER. And then you can get any of my journal prompts or any of the things in any of my podcasts. So my podcasts always have links underneath them. So Secrets to Alignment on all platforms.
Yes.
Love it. Thank
All
you
right.
again, Savannah.
Thank you guys.
Loved this.
Now, before we go,
Yes.
we have to ask our question of the day for the following episode. And I think this one is honestly, people are going to think I'm superficial with this answer too on the next episode. It is what it is. All right. If your house was burning down, what are 3 things that you're saving? Just 3, okay? If your house is burning down, what are 3 things that you're saving? So we appreciate you guys tuning in for another episode of Our Side of the Story podcast. Thank you again, Savannah, for tuning in with us and having great conversation.
Yeah,
Make sure y'all go and follow her because I'm telling y'all, free game all motherfucking day, okay?
yeah.
Free game. All right, but make sure y'all tune into the next episode. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe as well. We'll see you next time.